Dime dónde tú crees que va a entrar. Afuera del reino con perros y enemigos. Arrepiéntase hoy van a estar. Con la espada y con el fuego que viene Cristo para la tierra purificar. 12 rejas, 12 ángeles, 12 tribus. Dime dónde tú crees que va a entrar, cause you won't. Ay, taking this trip as a joke. You're gonna end up on that nuclear smoke. Yeah, somos los hombres de Dios. Y cuando llegamos le damos con todo. Yeah, and we want all of the smoke. The men of the Lord, we don't beg, we don't fall. Yeah, somos el pueblo de Dios, el pueblo de Dios. Yeah, the Lord he calls us follow. Don't know about tomorrow. The time we have is more. Pienso antes que alto. No siempre un tiempo largo. Aunque más es dentro del lago. ¿Qué están esperando? Pues se están preparando para que llegue el Señor. I show my faith by applying the law. I put my faith and I wait on the Lord. Mi Cristo es blanco, mentira. Que viene para todos, mentira. La verdad, la cara le tiran. Provocan a Dios a la ira. La gracia ya casi se expira. Ya casi se expira. Yeah, abre los ojos y mira. Yeah, yeah, nación escogida. Yeah, to turn this whole world upside down. All we need is the Bible and read it. 12 rejas, 12 ángeles, 12 tribus. Dime dónde tú crees que va a entrar. Afuera del reino con perros y enemigos. Arrepiéntase hoy van a estar. Con la espada y con el fuego que viene Cristo para la tierra purificar. 12 rejas, 12 ángeles, 12 tribus. Dime dónde tú crees que va a entrar. Cause you know.
Taking this troop as a joke, you gon' get all of this biblical smoke. Hey, no, I can't fall, I can't fall. I pray to God that the line I could hold. These like the days in the boat. When the flood came, they ain't flow. Hey, like you know, faith in the things that he spoke. Changing my ways from before. Y tengo que seguir la santa palabra. Andar en el mundo a mí me mataba. Antes que regrese Cristo, escuchen esta palabra. Now I just wait on the Lord. Estoy esperando, Señor. Wake up the 144.
12 rejas, 12 ángeles, 12 tribus. Dime dónde tú crees que va a entrar. Afuera del reino con perros y enemigos. Arrepiéntase hoy van a estar. Con la espada y con el fuego que viene Cristo para la tierra purificar. 12 rejas, 12 ángeles, 12 tribus. Dime dónde tú crees que va a entrar, cause you won't. Ay, taking this trip as a joke. You're gonna end up on that nuclear smoke. Yeah, somos los hombres de Dios. Y cuando llegamos le damos con todo. Yeah, and we want all of the smoke. The men of the Lord, we don't beg, we don't fall. Yeah, somos el pueblo de Dios, el pueblo de Dios. Yeah.
Como le digo que cambien camino cuando le predico, no quieren cambiar. The way that they being into it, my people illegal. No worries, they're saving our fun. Whoa, coming in the game with the water. Agua, coaching with the word for the 12. Palabra, mocking all the prophets and scoffer. Give them more cuts than a barber. Yo hay un buvete, si yo bato de tu maldición, bonjour, yo me hice. New places charge you every day. You're pushing new food anyway. Walking the lake cause we holy. God in my spirit, I feel like a goalie. Pray to the Father, he know me. Oh Lord, don't leave me forsaken and lonely.
12 ángeles, 12 tribus. Dime dónde tú crees que va a entrar. Afuera del reino con perros y enemigos. Arrepiéntase hoy van a estar. Con la espada y con el fuego que viene Cristo para la tierra purificar. 12 rejas, 12 ángeles, 12 tribus. Dime dónde tú crees que va a entrar, cause you won't.
proof I'm about ya. Them a scavenge and a move like a vulture. Can't deceive under the use them about ya. Loyalty that how we roots and the culture. We realize them a spread propaganda. And them a try hard for destroy we structure. Danger vibes, nah sleep, nah slumber. Because we have to get stealing at the number. Boom.
One God, one mind, one body. Love and unity, I make them most I happy. Keep it real, me no deal with folly. I'm keep it on the side, don't fear nobody. One God, one mind, one body. Love and unity, I make them most I happy. Keep it real, me no deal with folly. I'm keep it on the side, don't fear nobody.
What them a do, me say what them a try. Move like a unit, no individual life. June 19 when the spirit left a boy. Try cry, them no fear for them life. The high priest come and set the things right. Remember the honor value more than the eye. Roll deep and we can't lose the fight. Psalms 133, in that we glorify.
One God, one mind, one body. Love and unity, I make them most I happy. Keep it real, me no deal with folly. I'm keep it on the side, don't fear nobody. One God, one mind, one body. Love and unity, I make them most I happy. Keep it real, me no deal with folly. I'm keep it on the side, don't fear nobody. Jah provide when things get rocky. Blessing not a blessing, so I'ma talk about me lucky. Me and my friends are clean it, no mucky. We no have malice and we no grudgy. Some of them are switch and some of them are act funny. To say them cover just and them all about the money. Leadership no flex like Bugs Bunny. If you no believe, you better ask somebody. One God, one mind, one body. Love and unity, I make them most I happy. Keep it real, me no deal with folly. I'm keep it on the side, don't fear nobody. One God, one mind, one body. Love and unity, I make them most I happy. Keep it real, me no deal with folly. I'm keep it on the side, don't fear nobody. One God, mind, body. Love and unity, I make them most I happy. One God, mind, body. Keep it real, me no deal with folly. One God, mind, body. Love and unity, I make them most I happy. One God, mind, body. Keep it real, me no deal with folly.
Demons on my back. Whoa. Gotta do the dash on these toes like Joseph. I'm my own opponent, might be floating, but I know the game. I can't complain, so I'm just fighting, pray I'm chosen. Just tryna stay focused. Witchcraft, hocus pocus. The way that she came up and she said, I see that you for me. Now all I need is for you to need me. I had to flee. I can't fall in love with nothing that's bad for me. I can't fall for lust and become a tragedy. I can't put my trust in my heart cause it's weak for fantasies. I had to flee. I can't fall in love with nothing that's bad for me. I can't fall for lust and become a tragedy. I can't put my trust in my heart cause it's weak for fantasies. I had to flee. Feel like every time I could hear them voices in my mind. No kids, no they lie. Toss them wicked ways to the side. I know I be tripping. I was living like I was blind. No, never noticed, man. I really never noticed. I'm tired of getting caught up in a moment. Evil thoughts in my head always roaming. Take time and decide if I wanna die or really wanna pie with smoking. Praying live just to stay alive. I'm a son of God, so it's no surprise. All these spirits on me gotta mortify. Now the demons speaking to me through her eyes like I see that you for me. Now all I need is for you to need me. I had to flee. I can't fall in love with nothing that's bad for me. I can't fall for lust and become a tragedy. I can't put my trust in my heart cause it's weak for fantasies. I had to flee. I can't fall in love with nothing that's bad for me. I
can't fall for lust and become a tragedy. I can't put my trust in my heart because it's weak. For fantasy, I had to flee. I was living like
growing up on easy, her mama struggled weekly. She got in trouble daily. Her father did it greasy. Her friends ain't had no neither. They hung around the G's. Her mama used to say she sweet, but now she kinda sleazy. She ain't get to dance. She was like, just mind your bees. Then went back to the streets and smoked another beezy. She skipped another class, then another and another. Like enough of that I'm pretty. It ain't nothing you could teach me. Street credit and setups was enough for her to eat. She was eating till she made enough, but made enough was measly. Started selling, now she selling. Believe me, it's tough. The niggas knew a bluff when they seen it. Stopped by a cop, but the cop was a creep. He was touchy, Philly in his tongue, she felt uneasy. Cracked the window, then she cut the door to try and leave, but the cop let off the shots. He got off freely. This the lullaby, lullaby.
Time of test, probably putting pressure on her cause she fancy in the dress. Out of breath, she look around and just not impressed. When it's time to gather around the peers, they get in check. Her virtue turned her to a threat till she seen the sorority mean it, but she skipped that. Can't move out, skipped out on school functions, fled from the cool route. Said she gonna be eating but can't live off just the bread, cause it wasn't the motive, so she fleeing from the adder. So when she talking high, she talking praying in the attic. They so gone, she stay at it. She got virtue, they got madness. When she fire off the script just like a tool, automatic, perfect work, it come with practice. Complexion should probably have a profile with police and profound to know this, because of where she put in work, so he keep them at peace. And she safe from the streets, and we praying, you see, it's the lullaby, lullaby.
Oh, so many mistakes I done made in my life. And these chains on my brain got me going insane. I got left cause I didn't know right. Don't do it for fortune and fame. For the Lord we enduring the pain. And I'll praise to the Father, He's showing us mercy. But you play with life like a game. But I blame myself for my downfalls. And I just been praying that you see the light whenever I'm around you. I hope that it's bright and shines in the night. I hope that you find yours. Focus and don't let your crown fall. Put my trust in the Lord throughout all. Lord's willing, I'm found without flaw. Understand it. Anybody out there, I am stranded. And I'm damaged. Anybody out there, I am stranded. And I need help. So I lean on the scriptures and seek out the kingdom, the spiritual wealth. And nobody knows me the way that I know me, I'm working on self. That sinning is bad for my health. Thank the Lord that I'm part of the 12. Take a look at how far we have fell.
I like how we abandoned everything the Father done, can't understand it. How far we fallen, look where we landed. I'm praying that they let me go, I'm out here stranded. Like, cause the crazy things we do. Meditate on things that change my mood. Take it day by day, he's coming soon. Every day, gotta survive, I could die today. Lot on my mind, gotta meditate. But I'll be fine if I find a way. Cause I've been trying to get better, switch up my options. To get far away from what I've been. And done to the hand, I ain't stopping. Our hands too.
Shalom, shalom, Israel. Most High Christ bless. You are tuned in to the Natives Hour, home of the 10 tribes.
Getting it in
I'm Curtis
while
Gaddis
the
to my
world
left.
is in
Soldier
sin.
Gadiel.
All praise. You tuned in to the Natives Hour. Hey, man, I just want to say happy Veterans Day, bro.
Yeah, nah. We're going to get into that today.
What the hell is this?
Happy Veterans Day for all you veterans out there. All you veterans that, can't have kids now because you done been exposed to orange. What's that shit called?
Agent Orange.
Agent Orange and mushroom gas and whatever the hell that Esau loved to experiment on with the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians. We're going to go into that today. We're going to go into that today.
That's
I want to say thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. All praises. Hey, you know they say, hey, when I first came into the truth, right, we used to do fly missions back in Florida. In West Palm. And we always got into a fight with these dudes, man, because they said they went to war for us, for black people. Like, man, you crazy as hell. So why we still going through turmoil in America? Boy, they wanted to kick out, they wanted to whoop our ass, boy. But all praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. All praises. Yeah, so let's jump right into it, y'all. Let's jump right into it. We got a Veterans Day special. Let's jump right into it, y'all.
Black people serving in the military or in the police force and why they shouldn't be joining the military and serving in the military. One of my points I wanted to make was that with black people that serve in the military, they think that, I don't know what their actual thinking is to joining the military, but some people actually think that when you join, you're going to be treated as a hero, and you're never treated as a hero when you get back. We see this all throughout every single war throughout history that black people fought in this country for. The Civil War, World War I, World War II. Soon as black people get back and finish dying and losing legs and everything overseas fighting the white man's war, they get back and they get treated like basically garbage afterwards.
I would say this. Concerning the Vietnam War. A lot of brothers came back and was drug addicts.
That's right.
They became drug addicts actually in Vietnam.
Don't you smoke crack?
They became drug addicts, and when they got back, it was this promise that they would be taken care of, and America did not take care of them. That's why you see a lot of homeless people. They're vets.
Damn.
Hey, let's look that up. Let's look up the statistic of homeless veterans.
You see that today.
Yeah.
You still see that today on the street corners. Anytime you're driving, you'll see people saying that they're vets. But why isn't America taking care of these people?
Right.
If they went to war for them?
That's the question. That is the question, because when you actually look at the benefits that America shows our veterans, on paper, it's legit. On paper, you know what I'm saying? You get a loan, you got to pay for, what is it, like a down payment, down payment grant. You get a lot of opportunities, but why is it not being pushed? Those opportunities are not being pushed on our people. They're being pushed on the so-called white man, the one who damn orchestrated the war and got us fighting in it. I used to work at the VA hospital, and at the VA hospital, man, you see a lot of stuff, man. They experiment on veterans. They got people coming in there every day, and I'm a witness to this. I used to work there. They got people coming there every day with catalogs of new equipment to try to get the doctors to use it, to test it out. That's a fact, factual.
What?
And then, whenever something goes wrong medical-wise, it takes them months on end for them to get seen, and they serve their country, apparently, right?
Yeah.
Come on now, dog.
Now, we're not saying for those that's a part of the military, we understand you got to do your duty. All praise to the Most High. We're going to pray for you that the Lord bring you out that thing, do your term, and get out.
That's right.
That's between you and God. We're not saying, what's it called? Go AWOL. We ain't say that. We ain't say go AWOL. You be dishonorably discharged. We ain't saying that.
No.
You got to do your time, put in the work, do what you got to do, and then at your leisure, get the hell out. All right? Go back to the video. Oh, yes. The homeless statistics. Go ahead.
1.4 million veterans are at risk of homelessness.
Now, how is this even possible, right? This is March 23rd. This is this year, 2021. It says 1.4 million veterans are at risk of homelessness.
How, Sway?
Now, I'm gonna say this. Veterans should be taken care of before anybody else. I'm gonna just be real with you. Veterans should be taken care of before anybody else. Why? You got brothers and sisters that actually go to another country, another terrain to fight. That's war. That's battle every day. You come out with their PTSD. You come out with OCD.
Bruh.
You can't make no loud noise at night. That stuff is real. Our veterans, if you want to, they should be taken. There should be no homelessness in the midst of of veterans. That lets you know America don't care about you. They use you and they throw you away.
I hate it here.
Use you, throw you away. You lose a leg, you come back. Now you're in a wheelchair as panhandling. Can't find a job. Damn. Go back to the video. Who is this? Is this a factual video? Is this a disgruntled nigger like?
So far, he's telling the truth. So far.
Okay. Bring it out. All right, go ahead.
One want to sign up for that and fight for a system that oppresses you and a system that treats you like that. It seems like Stockholm syndrome or something. And another reason why I think, like, why black people shouldn't be serving in the military is because they're supporting their oppressors. Like, they're supporting a system that has been oppressing black people for decades, years, even centuries. Why would you fight to keep a system like that in power? Like, black people get killed in this country on a daily basis. You guys should be fighting at home here, supporting our communities, trying to fight for our rights and trying to save our people and try to get this racist system out of here. And, you know, you guys are fighting, upholding their ideals overseas and getting killed for what? So some rich racist white people can keep whatever yacht or whatever crap they want and raise their stock prices for their company? Come on, man. And another thing, like, with black people, all throughout history, like, you could say World War II and World War I, they were experimenting on black people in the military. Like, I remember I was watching something, they were putting mustard gas on them, and they basically used them as lab rats the entire time while they were in the military.
And we gonna
because
go
they
into
thought that their black skin.
Hold up, pause it. We're gonna go into that as well, because that's a fact. That's a fact. America has been experimenting on Israelites for centuries.
Bring it out.
American has been experimenting on Israelite veterans for centuries.
What?
Yes, mustard gas. What's the other one? I keep forgetting that one. Agent Orange.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
A lot of dudes used to come to the hospital, and in their chart it tell you that they were what's it called? Exposed. Thank you. They were exposed to Agent Orange. Damn. They were exposed to mustard gas. It'll be in their chart. It'll be in their chart. You know, to let you know how much they get in benefits, what they're eligible for. They's always come to the urology, the urology clinic, because they got testicular cancer because they've been exposed to Agent Orange. This stuff is real, man. They was doing population control in the military, making sure you Negroes and Hispanics can't come back to America and populate.
I hate it here.
Yeah.
And then they turn around and just say, hey, we're sorry.
Right. We're sorry.
Paycheck.
Right.
We're sorry.
Here's a little raise in your percentage. Used to be 50%. Now you 70%. You 80% now. Go ahead.
And would be immune to the chemicals or something. That's why they were recruiting black soldiers. And these, rest in peace, these brothers' souls. But come on, man. You got treated like lab rats, and then even knowing this history of the U.S. military, you still want to join and support a system that did that to our people? Really? I know you guys got better sense than that.
Hey, give me limitations 417. I mean, what the brother's saying is true, but like I said, we not promoting leave the military. We promoting don't join it. Join God's army. That's what you need to do. Join the army of God, all right? And not the army of your oppressor. Lamentations 4:17.
The book of Lamentations, chapter 4 and 17.
Bring it out.
As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help.
Go ahead.
In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
This nation cannot save us. And even if we try to join this nation to save ourselves or save our people, it's not going to work, because this nation was built off the destruction of God's people.
That's
It's not going to reverse its role. If America was to reverse its role of why it was formed, it wouldn't be America no more. It'll be the kingdom. It'll be God's rulership.
Bring it out.
Because now they have to go in slavery. Now they have to give back the land. Now they have to give back the wealth. Now they have to give back the goods and the riches. And America ain't doing that.
Right.
They're not doing that. So what they're going to do, they're going to continue to indoctrinate our people, making them think that joining the military is the best thing for them to do. Like I said, it's a lot of benefits joining it. But it's also cons to that thing as well. You got pros and you got cons as well.
Curses.
Right,
It's
curses. Yep. You got all that stuff intermingled with that military life.
Bring it out.
And we going to bring some stuff out. Hey, go to this video. I don't want to listen to dude no more. His last name's Selassie. I don't want to listen to him no more. Go to the next video. Do we got the hazing one? Didn't you post the hazing one?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just go to the why the U.S. military exposed. I thought. Yes, play it.
It was a painful, horrifying, and secret part of America's history during World War II. The U.S. government conducted experiments with mustard gas and other chemicals on some U.S. troops at the time. That chapter of history was first revealed in the early 90s. Now, a new investigation by NPR finds the military used race-based experiments as part of those tests. African-American men, shown here in protective gear, as well as Japanese American and Puerto Rican soldiers, were singled out. These pictures show the forearms of men exposed to mustard gas and other agents. Some, like Rollins Edwards, are living with the effects decades later, including injuries to their skin. Caitlin Dickerson led NPR's investigation, and Susan Smith is a professor of history at the University of Alberta, Canada. She's studied and written extensively about this, and thank you both for being with us. Caitlin Dickerson, to you first. How did you hear about all this? What led you to the story?
So to explain that, Judy, I have to start by telling you that these tests were part of a much larger body of experiments that the U.S. military conducted during World War II involving around 60,000 enlisted men. I was looking into the Veterans Administration, who in the 1990s, when those tests were first exposed, promised to provide disability benefits to veterans who sustained permanent injuries in those tests. And in the course of reporting that story, which will air on Morning Edition later this week, we started to come across the names of studies that really stood out to us. Things like comparison of the word Nisei, which means first-generation Japanese American, to white soldier, comparison of the word they used then, Negro, to white soldier when exposed to mustard gas.
Stop. So they was man. Yep. They was using us as damn lab rats.
Exactly.
Come on now, dog.
Putting mustard gas on the blacks and mustard gas on certain whites and compare them. What they was doing was, and I read an article, they was using blacks and Hispanics because our immune system was stronger. Because our bodies were stronger. So they would test the agents on us. Specifically. They would test the agents on blacks and Hispanics. Because in their mind, if we can affect blacks and Hispanics with this agent, we can kill anybody with this agent.
There you go.
That's why they was experimenting on us. Go back.
Those were the first threads of evidence of these experiments that we found, started pulling on those, and then we came across Susan Smith's work, submitted requests to the federal government for original documents, and that's where it all started.
So Susan Smith, you had been doing work looking into this. How extensive were these tests using mustard gas and other chemical agents?
Well, certainly there was a lot of medical research on chemical weapons for World War II, and the mustard gas experiments in particular, as Caitlin mentioned, some 60,000 American soldiers were used in experiments.
60,000 American soldiers. That's a whole experiment right there. And when you look at this, you have to ask yourself, why are blacks and Hispanics rushing to go into the military? They're trying to leave these poverty situations and saying, hey, I can get out of this bad situation and go toward a so-called better situation.
Right. That's because they put that image in the minds of our people, the so-called blacks and Hispanics, is that, just like you said, you can leave this bad predicament you're in, go fight for America, and be promised all of these benefits. Hey, I posted a video. Put that video up. Yeah, put up.
That's a big number right there, 60,000.
60,000 people, bro.
That's a case study.
Right.
Full-blown case study.
That's crazy.
The United States Army
That video.
is discharging immigrant recruits after promising them a path to citizenship in exchange for their service. Now, many of them are struggling with abrupt removals and canceled contracts.
Pause it.
David Beck.
It says U.S. Army discharging immigrant recruits who were promised citizenship.
How, Sway?
Wait a minute. So America is taking illegal immigrants, quote unquote, and promising them citizenship if they would just fight in America's army. And not only promising them citizenship, but they're promising that their father, their mother, their families would become citizens. All they have to do is sign these papers.
Can I get a scripture?
Yeah, go ahead, bring it out.
Hey, I'm going to get Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 32.
I got you. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 32. Bring it out. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
So it's saying that you're going to be given to another people. And we're seeing that with this military aspect as well. How many blacks and Hispanics came over and said, hey, I'm going to join the military to get out of this bad situation? Now watch this. Keep going.
And thine eyes shall look and fill with longing for them all the day long.
Our parents are longing and looking at us saying, hey, you're going to get out of this situation. You're going to better your life. But what goes on? You go to Afghanistan and you come back with PTSD. You come back with a limb missing. You come back with Agent Orange.
Right.
You come back with COVID-19.
Right. Oh, you know what else? You come back and you've been raped.
Exactly.
Damn. You've been molested. This dude, man, we did this last year. This grown ass dude, man, black dude, he gave the what's it called? He gave the recount of him being raped.
What?
By like 4 dudes.
Oh,
4 dudes. They took turns on him, raped him.
That nigga's tripping.
Yep, raped him and just left him there. And they stuck a broom up his butt.
Stop it. Get some help.
In the military, this stuff is going on. This stuff is going on in the military.
To this day.
Suicides are happening in the military. They cover it up.
What?
They rape people, kill people, cover it up. This stuff is going on.
What in the hell?
Go ahead.
Has been following the story of one PhD candidate who was abruptly discharged.
I ask you, American people, the people I love, is there any way or is there any method more honorable than getting citizenship by serving this great country?
That question comes from a Chinese-born, American-educated PhD student who's now teaching at Texas A&M University. His name is Panshu Zhao. What fascinated you about America?
I would say the first word is freedom, and second word, democracy.
Zhao enlisted in the U.S. Army Reserve through the MAVNI program, Military Accessions Vital to the National Interest. Started under President Bush to help fight the war on terror, it offered non-citizens a fast track to citizenship if they had critical language and medical skills needed by the military. Zhao speaks Mandarin. He enlisted in 2016, right before the program was suspended under President Obama, and just as tougher screenings were mandated for recruits.
They ordered so many background checks that they destroyed the program.
Immigration attorney Margaret Stock, a former Army lieutenant colonel who helped create the MAVNI program, says not enough resources were provided for the additional investigations, resulting in a 10-year backlog. She's representing Zhao.
I didn't get my clearance. And I asked why, and they refused to tell me why.
A Pentagon spokeswoman told CBS News Mavni was suspended in 2016 because it was vulnerable to an unacceptable level of risk.
Hey, go to the next video I posted. Because this is talking about Moab, but this is mainly, they deal with Issachar like that.
That's
time.
right.
They deal with Northern Kingdom like that big time.
They get a lot of people straight from Africa and say, hey, you want U.S. citizenship? Come serve in the military. They fast track that thing too. Come right up in there and then send them straight to Afghanistan.
Dang.
Straight to Iraq.
Straight to the battlefield.
Right.
Put that last video up I just posted. Straight to die. You know, it's crazy, man. Just like you said, at Deuteronomy 28, what says that your mother, your father long for you all the day long, and they have no might. A lot of mothers get that knock at the door.
From that first sergeant.
Yeah, from that first sergeant, they get that knock at the door. And sometimes, I remember seeing, I think it was a movie, but they got that knock at the door, and it was like, you must got the wrong house.
And they already know. As soon as they see him, they
already know. Yep, my son's dead.
Damn!
Go ahead. Yeah, play this. This is a true story, y'all. I want y'all to understand what's going on. This is a true story that was covered up and swept under the damn rug by your friendly neighborhood white man, Mr. America. Swept under the rug. This brother has yet, and his mother has yet still to get justice for their daughter.
I hate it
that was raped, molested, and murdered while she was on military base.
The hell is this?
But watch how they cover it up. Play that thing.
My wife, Linda, and I both worked for the Department of Army. We had 5 children. Lavena was a very disciplined child. Being the first girl, I think she kind of felt, my daddy done took care of us all these years. Now he's got to worry about paying for college for me. I think I'm going to help him out, and I'm going to earn my own money. And she said, I want to go in the Army. She was there 6 weeks. She called home almost.
I want you to understand something. This sister, her father was in the military, and her mother was in the military. They still work for the military.
Come on now, dog.
They still worked for the military when she joined. She was only in the military, in the Army, for 6 weeks.
Come on,
right in the beginning. Right in the beginning.
That's it, right in the beginning. She barely made it out of what's it called?
Basic training.
Yeah, basic training.
The hell is
6 weeks. That's 2 months. That's only 2 months. A month and a half. A month and a half.
Something went wrong already.
Something went wrong, man. Something went wrong. But watch this though. Let it play.
Every day. The last conversation that we had with her was the 17th of July. She said, it looks like I'm going to be home for Christmas. That she said, don't decorate the tree until she came home. At 7:30 in the morning of the 19th of July, our doorbell rang. There's a soldier on our porch.
Now remember, hold up. I want y'all to run it back. Run it back a few more seconds. Run it back. 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 To where? All right, play right there. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back.
That was the 17th of July.
Pause it. Now, mind, I want y'all to pay attention now. He spoke to her on the 17th of July, right?
Sir.
And she told her father, Dad, I'm coming home. Do not decorate the Christmas tree without me until I get there. Right?
Full expectation coming home.
Full expectation coming home. I told you, Dad, I'm coming home. Prepare for my arrival. I will be home for Christmas. Don't decorate the Christmas tree. Right? That's the 17th of July.
Yes, sir.
I want you to understand something. 17th of July. Let it play.
She said, it looks like I'm going to be home for Christmas. That she said, don't decorate the tree until she came home. At 7:30 in the morning of the 19th of July.
Stop. This is only 2 days later.
2 days. Something went wrong in 2 days.
Something went wrong in 2 days, man.
Halfway.
And that's not, you gotta understand something. You gotta understand something, all right? You gotta understand something. 2 days?
How?
The military was quick to get this thing nipped in the bud, like, yeah, suicide, she killed herself. What? That was quick, man. 2 days. So really they had 1 day.
To cover up, lie, do something.
There you go. They really
something.
had 1 day because that next day they had to be on that doorstep.
That's right.
They wanted to hurry up and push this under the rug. Like, yeah, we got to hurry up and get this over with. Come up with a lie. Oh, yep, suicide, she killed herself. What? Wait a minute. Whoa. I just spoke to her 2 days ago. She said she was coming home. So you telling me yesterday she killed herself?
Halfway.
Or the day we spoke after we got the phone, she killed herself? Bruh. After she told me she coming home? She ain't had PTSD. She ain't even seen war. She only been in for 2 months.
That makes no sense. That's an entire lie. That's an entire cover-up.
That's a cover-up.
And did he get information about this? Did he get
He had to dig. We gonna watch the video. He had to dig for this info. They could have found out that they covered up her murder. Watch this. Let it play. Remember now, 19th. Now this is on 19th. He spoke to his daughter on the 17th. She said, Dad, I'm coming home. They knocked on his door on the 19th of the same month and to tell him this. Go ahead and play it.
Our doorbell rang. There's a soldier on our porch. He stepped in our foyer and he said, this morning, Lavena L. Johnson died of self-inflicted wounds. I was just overwhelmed. I fell back on the steps. It was just a total shock to me.
Do you know the balls you gotta have to step inside of a father's house that actually gave his life to the military?
He knows the military.
He knows the military. He knows it. And you can tell he taught his daughter to be respectful, to be disciplined, to where she migrated to the military to have that discipline, right? To raise her own money.
That's right.
You got the nerve to step inside his house as a father and look him in the eye, take your hat off, and then he take the little hat off and shit, and say, this morning or yesterday? What he said?
I think he said yesterday.
Yesterday, your daughter died of self-inflicted wounds.
You better shut your white mouth.
Damn, what is this, Google? Damn, iPhone. What? But you gotta understand what type of mindset you gotta have to just blatantly lie in a father's face.
Halfway.
That his daughter killed herself.
And he knows his daughter.
And he just spoke to her. Yesterday we found your daughter dead by self-inflicted wounds.
Come on now, dog.
Now watch. I want y'all to watch this shit. Watch how they say she killed herself. Go ahead and play it.
Linda she started bellowing so loud. I mean, it was just a horrible echo that echoed through the house. It was just horrible. I said, wait a minute. Are you saying that my daughter committed suicide? And he said, her death is being investigated.
Well, stop. Wait a minute. I want y'all to pay attention, man. So now the death being investigated.
Yeah, but he said, hey, self-inflicted wounds, but it's being
investigated. Whoa. So you telling me it's a possibility that someone murdered her? It's a possibility. Because now you done switched up your story. First you said she killed herself. Then when I asked you to repeat it, you say, well, her death is being investigated. So wait a minute. Y'all didn't come up with a conclusion before you brought your ass to my house? Bro, I'd have been snapping, brother, exactly. I'd have been snapping, bro. Y'all didn't come up with a conclusion before you brought your stank ass to my house?
That nigga's tripping.
And try to tell me my daughter killed herself. I just spoke to her yesterday.
What?
Bro, I'd have snapped, bro. I'd have snapped, boy. For real.
This is how they treating them veterans.
Yep, that's how they treat veterans, man. They throw them away like trash. They don't care. Go ahead, let it play. It gets worse. Go ahead.
A casualty liaison came within 2 days. He said, I was told to tell you to have a closed casket.
Stop.
Can I grab a script real quick?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey, I'm going to get Deuteronomy chapter 28, because this is a curse. This is a curse that's going on that people in the military go through. I'm going to go to Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 66.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 66.
Bring it out.
And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee.
When you join the United States military, your life's going to hang in doubt with just 6 weeks in, with just 2 days in, within 1 day if you go into basic training. Your life's going to hang in doubt. They came to his door and knocked on that door and said, your daughter had self-inflicting wounds. And he's like, how?
Right.
How is her life in doubt within 6 weeks of joining?
And then they say, well, her death is being investigated. And I've been told to tell you to make sure you have a closed casket. Wait a minute. So you tell me I don't have control over my daughter's body now?
They don't even want you to see it.
They don't want nobody to see what happened to her, because when they see her face, they gonna know this wasn't no suicide.
Damn!
This is a cover-up going on.
That's right.
You want me to keep reading?
Yes, sir.
And thou shalt fear day and night.
Ask yourself, did that sister, because this is our sister here, that young lady was our sister. Was she fearing day and night? What happened to her when she went to bed at night? When she woke up in the morning? Within 6 weeks.
Right.
Keep going, sir.
And shalt have none assurance of thy life.
When you join in Esau's military, you have no assurance of your life within just 6 weeks of getting in the military.
That's it.
Bring it out.
To being in 5 years, 6 years, going to war, coming back, your parents are sitting there wondering, is my child going to make it through? And that man right there, 6 weeks, he had a witness his daughter dying.
Right.
Damn.
That's what he said. He fell back on the stairs. He said his wife was crying. He said the sound of her cry was sickening.
He said bellows.
Yeah, it echoed throughout the whole house. That means she was weeping.
What?
She was screaming, hollering, weeping. What you mean? You telling me we just spoke to her? And then the next day, somebody come and say, I was told to tell you, make sure you have a closed casket.
What the hell is this?
And that's Esau. Esau told me to tell you.
Esau told me to tell you, make sure that this funeral is a closed casket. Just want to make sure we on the same page, okay? Watch this though. Keep playing. This is the VA. I mean, this is the veterans for y'all. This is a Veterans Day for y'all, man. Go ahead. Let it play.
We wanted to have an open casket. We had the funeral, and my daughter, Lakeisha, walked over to that casket.
Watch this.
Next thing I know, I hear her, they murdered my sister. Did you see her face? Her face is all beat up. Her nose is all broke.
So they went to the viewing.
Spent 10 months.
They went to the viewing, and this why the military said we want to make sure you have a closed casket. They went to the viewing, and when they saw her face looked like somebody stomped it out, like somebody beat her down. broken nose, bruises all over her face. Can you imagine a death? This sister had a horrible, tragic death, man.
She got lynched.
Yeah.
She got lynched.
That's exactly what happened. Yep, they lynched and raped her. Beat her like she was a slave. In the military, y'all, 6 weeks in. 6 weeks in. I let you know it's people that join the military just to do stuff like that.
Damn.
Many stories. Esau joined the military and they go to Iraq and Afghanistan, raping women, killing kids. They do that stuff for fun, man. A lot of these Edomites, these white folks join the military just to kill people.
Just to do that.
There's powerful niggardry at work.
And then when they don't get killed, they come back all jacked up because they want to get they want blood so bad.
Who raised you?
Go back to the video. We almost done with it. Go back to the video.
Supposedly doing an investigation. I tried to pressure them for a copy of the evidence. And actually, it took a congressional act.
Wow.
When you take the information that the Army didn't want us to have and you compare that with the criminal investigators' report, they don't match. They didn't find her in her barracks, so the Army lied about that. They found her in the contractor's tent.
What the? Stop.
I called my...
What she was doing there?
What?
What the hell she was doing in there? They didn't find her in her bed. Her bed is her sleeping doors, right?
Correct.
They didn't find her where she's supposed to be. They found her in a contractor's tent.
Say what?
Look at that. That's her feet. That's her. Go ahead, play it.
My brother Joseph, because Joseph has a degree in criminal science. He said, I'm looking at a dislocated shoulder and a broke neck. So somebody beat her up. He said, it gets worse, man. Somebody shoved something up in Lavena. This was a rape. The second autopsy showed part of her vaginal area was surgically removed.
Stop! Y'all see how dirty this military is, man?
That's not a regular civilian cover-up.
No.
thing. A doctor had to have
A
done
doctor did that.
What?
A doctor surgically removed a piece of her vagina.
Oh, hell
Well, I'm pretty sure it was scarring. It was scarring all types of rips and stuff. They removed it.
Oh, that's
So you know what? Yeah, we're going to get that. And not only did that, they also did something else. Watch this. Go ahead. Watch this.
I started hyperventilating. I could barely breathe. You look at the autopsy, you look at the paperwork, they were both designed to substantiate a suicide. The medical examiner said that this was a suicide based on the information he received from the criminal investigators. The criminal investigators' decision that it was a suicide was based on the fact
of the
medical examiner.
Stop!
Man.
What?
So nobody knows anything. Nobody did no research. They were told to say it was a suicide.
Damn.
The medical examiner that was supposed to examine the body did not do his job. Somebody upstairs told him, hey, this is suicide.
Everybody should have been fired.
Everybody. The criminal investigator who's supposed to investigate it criminally to make sure that all laws was being kept, nobody committed any murders, any rapes, nobody committed any atrocities. He was told to say, it's a suicide, don't worry about it. So when the father's asking like, well, wait a minute, I mean, based off y'all paperwork, the criminal investigator said, based off the medical examiner, it was a suicide. The medical examiner say, based off the criminal investigator, it was a suicide. Whoa, wait a minute, something don't add up here. So none of y'all know, both of y'all, the main two
investigators,
the main two keys to solving this issue don't know a damn thing. Letting you know that somebody up top told them what to say, what to put down in the report.
And then he had to get a
The hell is this?
congressional
He
mandate.
had to get a congressional. That means he took it to he had to go above and beyond for it to come out. And by then, she was already in the ground. It was too late. Can't do nothing about it. We said 10 months later. Almost a year later, now the truth comes out. And not even the whole truth. Go ahead, let it play.
Said it. So they blamed each other. My daughter was third generation. I worked for you for 25 years supporting troops. She gets brutally raped and murdered, and you treat us like dirt.
Stop! This is why, brother.
Man.
The brother said, I worked for you for 25 years. I supported troops. My daughter gets brutally raped and murdered, and you treat us like dirt. This is why. Deuteronomy 28 and read verse 49. This is why.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 49.
Bring it out.
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far,
Go ahead.
from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth.
As swift as the eagle. Their image will be the eagle, and their attributes will be just like the eagle. Go ahead.
A nation.
A nation.
Whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
What nation came to this side of the world with a different tongue, and their image was the eagle? Let's talk about the white man. Talk about the so-called white man. Yes.
That's right.
For all you want to celebrate, you got Thanksgiving coming up. You want to celebrate their Thanksgiving. God said a nation of fierce countenance was going to come and kill you by the millions. Read on.
A nation of fierce countenance.
Go ahead.
Which shall not regard the person of the old.
Don't give a damn if you did 25 years in the military.
Nor show favor to the young.
I don't give a damn if you did 6 weeks in the military. I don't care. I'm going to cover up my people.
That's a cold precept.
These white dudes raped and murdered our sister. And this thing, I don't even remember seeing this on the news.
The hell is this?
Maybe for a day, maybe.
Maybe for a day, yeah.
The father had to fight for this to come out. I don't remember seeing this on the news. Hell, a week ago, what everybody could talk about was damn Gabby Petito.
What?
Missing white woman syndrome. But it's blacks and Hispanic women, Native American women in the military that are being raped, that are being murdered, that are being ostracized, that are being sexually harassed every single day in the military. But nobody's trying to change that.
Nobody's saying nothing.
Nobody cares.
Hell no.
Nobody cares. Go back to the video.
This has gone on for 6 years. I got to get justice for my baby. And not only that, I found out that they've done it to other families. So my fight is bigger than just Lavena.
And that's crazy, man. You know what, brother? You got our support. You got our support. And I know this is old videos about 2 years ago. But damn it, we're going to bring it out every year.
That's
we
right.
want our people to understand what's going on in the military.
That's right.
And that it's cover-ups happening every single day. It's cover-ups every single day happening. What you got to understand is that we were not designed to fight for any other nation but our own.
That's right.
We were not designed for that. Give me that. Where it says, now be a good soldier. Huh? Get that. Good.
The book of 2 Timothy, chapter 2 and verse 3.
Bring it out.
Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Jesus Christ.
The Most High said, be a soldier of Jesus Christ.
That's a cold precept.
Be a soldier in God's army.
That's right.
That's right.
Why? Because God's army is going to win in the end.
Boy.
We are building back God's army as we speak. But this is not a carnal army. This is a spiritual army. And we're fighting for the souls of our people. We're fighting for the minds of the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
Bring it out.
If you want to join the army, here's the army to join.
There you go.
Join
That's
God's
right.
army. Well, you ain't got to worry about somebody taking you out of your barracks to their tent, raping you, sticking stuff in you, and then pour bleach down your vagina.
Hell no.
It's another video where the brother said they poured bleach inside of her vagina, man, to try to clean out the residue of semen.
What?
And then the damn medical examiner cut a piece of her vagina out, surgically removed.
Man?
Surgically removed when she was dead.
That nigga's tripping.
This was going on in the military.
And it's still going on today.
It's still going on today.
Look up if you look up Fort Hood. Just look up Fort Hood on Google.
Right.
You'll see
Right.
Vanessa Guillen. You'll see blacks and Hispanics being killed right on that base, and no one's saying nothing about it.
Nobody's saying nothing.
But they say
Nobody's
Happy
saying
Veterans Day.
Right. Happy Veterans Day. We thank you. We thank you for everything you do. I do what I had to do to escape. Hey, go to the next video. Go to, this is the last Veterans Day video. Go to the one with the sister.
Exactly why females in the military kill themselves. This is exactly why nobody takes us seriously. Yo, what the This morning I posted TikTok about how unfair it is that I've dedicated my life to the military and the Marine Corps and everything that I've done, and that I was able to see my perpetrator in court, and how much it sucked that he was being forced out of the military, that he would be getting an honorable discharge. Well, not
Stop. Pause it. Pause it. Pause it. Pause it. This sister brought her rapist, and he actually confessed to raping her.
Say what?
Oh, it's gonna come out. He confessed to raping her. He's in court right now. In court, he confessed. Yes, I did rape her. And you know what they did? They gave him an honorable discharge.
Damn.
And not only that, keep going.
even 10 minutes ago, I just got word that this will be getting retained because it went.
Stop.
No.
And he'll be getting retained. So guess what? He can go anywhere he want to go. He want to go to the Navy. He want to join the Army. He want to join any other branch. He still can.
How
is this possible?
That makes no sense.
How is this possible? How is this possible where this dude admitted to raping our sister? He gets an honorable discharge, so you don't have to even join the military. He gets honorable discharge, and he gets retained so he can join any other branch.
Keeps all his benefits.
All the benefits. He's good. Go ahead. Play it.
Way up across the board, everybody said that they would not retain him. And the head honcho, the CG, with all of the proof and a admission to guilt, decided that they will retain him. And this is exactly why females in the military kill themselves. This is exactly why nobody takes us seriously. Yo, what the
She's leaving her post. Pause it. In a previous video, she said a man who sexually assaulted her admitted to it. Go ahead. But he was still allowed to remain on the job. Go ahead.
I was able to see my perpetrator in a courtroom, and like he's able to admit what he did. He's able to admit what he did, and they say, okay, well, you were really good at your job, and yeah, you did a bad thing, but we're gonna make sure that you get out honorably, and you'll be able to re-enlist and do this somebody else in another branch, just not this one. And that breaks my heart. Like, I'm so tired.
Oh, no, he looked like it. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin said his staff is investigating the Lena's, what is that, assault
case,
which is bullshit. It's big bull. All of it is bullshit because the dude,
he admitted to it. I don't get this.
He admitted to it, man. Hey, and like you said, Hasadai, if you don't take the jab, you get dishonorably discharged.
Come on, man.
A lot of brothers and sisters are being dishonorably just because they don't want to take that jab.
You want to be part of that Esau's experiments? Get your butt out of there.
Right, for real. Hey, so you brothers and sisters in the military, I mean, there's something to think about, man. Do your time, but I don't recommend you staying in that thing.
That's right.
I don't recommend it. And not only that, the scripture talks about in that day, you're going to be trained to fight Christ. Bring it out. That's what they're training you for, ultimately. They're going to train you to fight Christ. Let's read that real quick.
What in the hell?
Let's read that real quick. Go to the book of Ezra. Second Ezra 13 and 34.
The book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 13 and verse 34.
I'll start at verse 33.
Verse 33. And when all the people hear his voice, every man shall in their own land.
So this is talking about World War III. This is World War III. Nations fighting against each other. It says, when they hear his voice, every man shall in their own land, go ahead,
leave the battle, they have one against another.
So the scripture says when Christ hit the scene, all the nations that's fighting against each other in World War III will stop fighting each other. Read on. Let's see what they're going to do.
And an innumerable multitude shall be gathered together as thou sawest them, willing to come.
Watch this.
And to overcome him by fighting.
So it says an innumerable multitude. That means these nations going to join together. These armies, these militaries are going to join together to try to fight Christ. Oh, that's the end all game right. That's the end game right there. The end game for all militaries is to join together to fight our Lord and Savior, in which they will be deliciously burnt. They will be burnt to a crisp just by the voice of Christ. They will be done. So, hey, I mean, happy Veterans Day. I don't understand what's so happy about it when you know you got your brothers and sisters in the military that are dying, that are being raped, who have never seen war before. Never seen war. It's another video where the father, they show the gun that she supposedly shot herself in the head with.
Halfway.
It was an assault rifle.
6 weeks in and getting an assault rifle, huh?
6 weeks in. They say she put an assault rifle, turned it around, and pulled the trigger.
What?
They was like, that's impossible. They said that was impossible. The way the bullet entered, I think she was shot too. She was all shot up. The way the bullet entered in her body, it's impossible for her to have pulled that trigger. It's impossible for her to have done that to herself. And she's not the only one. There's many of our brothers and sisters that are going through this turmoil in the military, but they scared to speak on it. A lot of men have been raped. A lot of men have been raped in the military. And they're ashamed to speak on it. You think that PTSD comes from them being shot at by Afghans. No, it's come from being woken up at 4 in the morning and having your balls played with. Bring it out. Say what? Hey, so the choice is yours. The choice is yours. All right, y'all. So we're going to take a quick break. Quick break. And with that, we'll be right back. Shalom.
Shalom.
welcome to Solomon'sCloset.com, your one-stop shop to look fly. With affordable prices and great designs, it's really easy to shop. Solomon'sCloset.com.
All praises. Welcome back. Welcome back. You are tuned into the Knitter's Hour, home of the 10 tribes. All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. So what we got next? We got y'all already know we can't go a show without talking about the I don't think we can call it jab anymore. They shutting all time. They shutting everything down.
Dang.
You can't say shot. You say shot.
The
You say the
mask
word.
incident.
Yeah, the mask incident. You say something like that, man, they shut your YouTube thing down quick. And let you know Esau watch us more than Israel watch us. They right now waiting to push the button. Like, yeah, nigga, say shot, nigga. I dare you. I dare you to say the vid. Hey, so I saw something. I ain't gonna tell you where I seen this at, but I want you to pull this up. Pull that up. Picture. This is what they are promising our brothers and sisters in jail.
You said in jail?
In jail. We all know Israel filled the prison house.
It says, get your vaccine today. Vaccine equals 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 ramen packets
or
a bag of goodies.
A combo of 1 coffee and 5 ramen noodles. I'm gonna just let that marinate right there. Nah, don't switch. What? I'm gonna let that marinate. They are pushing our. Let's get that real quick. Isaiah 42:22 to show who's in these jailhouses. They're pushing the jab in the jail system. If you want 10 soups, gotta get the jab. 10 free soups.
That's disrespectful.
10 free soups will only cost $2 on the street. Read Isaiah 42:22.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 42 and verse 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
We robbed and spoiled. The so-called Hispanics, you are the Israelites. You so-called blacks, you are the Israelites. God says we are robbed and spoiled. Go ahead.
That's right.
They are all of them snared in holes.
We snared in traps. Go ahead.
And they are hid in prison houses.
They are where?
They are hid in prison houses.
God says the majority of our people are in prison or in jail. So when you see stuff like this, go back to the picture. Go back to the picture. When you see this, they got it in English.
Oh, man.
And they got it in Spanish.
Look at that.
They telling you, man.
Damn.
They telling you. This is what you're worth. Your life is worth. The choice of life is worth 10 soups.
I hate it here.
Or 1 bag of coffee.
What?
And 5 soups.
That is insane.
Don't even make sense. Don't even make sense. So you telling me the government paid billions of dollars to create a vaccine to give it away for 10 soups?
Hell no.
Something ain't right with that, man.
Something's wrong.
Some don't go together with that. Some don't go together. Some don't go together. They ain't put O, they put O. For spread, they just put O. There's some evil behind this stuff, y'all. I want y'all just pay attention to this.
I wouldn't be surprised if they're lowering sentences if you get that.
They
vaccine.
are. They already been doing it in Mississippi. Man. They've been doing it in like down south. They've been doing it.
What?
They've been doing it. They're lowering sentences from non-violent offenders or something like that. Yeah, they're lowering sentences. They're taking like 90 days off, 60 days off.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Take the jab and get 60 days off your time. Just to get out, to come right back in.
Exactly.
Who raised you?
To get out and get. You know what's crazy? In the jails, the majority of inmates in there, they got the vaccine.
Halfway.
But guess what? They still catch COVID.
Still.
Say what? It's still COVID in the jails. Go to the next video. I'm done with that. Go to the next video. Watch this though. I thought it was a video. They're online. First, we've heard about COVID. Forgotten Amazon tribes. It's a video. Stay online, yo. So everything's in order. Right.
It's the first we've heard about COVID. Forgotten Amazon.
Oh, you got to put emphasis on that. Forgotten
Amazon tribes are vaccinated for disease they never heard of until Peruvian medical team arrives by boat with shots for everyone.
Now, wait a minute.
What the hell is this?
How you going to vaccinate the people that have never caught COVID?
How?
They never even heard of COVID vaccine. They don't have television. They don't have internet. They don't have cell phones. They don't have modern day things that we have here. They don't have that. They didn't even know what COVID was.
How they
what
gonna
the hell?
get it?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, how the hell? What the hell is this? Message. It says they were vaccinated for something that they never heard of. I let y'all know it's a conspiracy, man.
Something's wrong there.
Somebody's lying. Somebody is lying.
That's right.
Who would push the Peruvian medical team to go to a forgotten tribe in the Amazon just to vaccinate them when nobody there has COVID?
It's not in the air. It's not.
It's not in the air. They didn't even know what COVID was. They living to be 110. Amazing. They still in the Stone Age. They don't even wear clothes all the way.
Come on, man.
They don't got technology. But you bringing vaccines to them? That don't even make sense. That let you know Esau know where our people at. Esau know exactly where everyone's at. Boy. Esau know where everyone's at. They sent them there. Like, yeah, make sure you send them there to the Amazon. Make sure they get vaccinated too. Why? Because we try to lower this population down.
Exactly.
By 50%, 80%. Read that thing.
Forgotten indigenous tribes in the Amazon rainforest have finally been made aware of the global COVID pandemic more than 18 months after the world
Go ahead.
was plunged into lockdown.
Man, they said we didn't even know what was going on.
What?
We don't have access to the outside world. We've been living this way for centuries. We don't know about no COVID. We don't know about no cancer. We don't know about no common cold.
Hell no.
We don't know about no heart disease. We don't know about none of that stuff. So why you feel like you got to bring vaccines to us? That made no sense. If that's the case, you should be bringing modern technology to us. You should be bringing modern technology.
What about the other diseases?
Right. This has been around well before COVID.
Exactly.
What about heart disease? What about the common cold?
The common cold that's been killing more people than COVID to this day.
Yeah. But they ain't got no cure for that.
Exactly.
Diabetes. High cholesterol. They ain't got no cure for that stuff. You got high cholesterol, they give you a pill, and then in a year, you have kidney failure.
Man.
No, you got diabetes, they give you insulin, and now your kidneys don't work. Now your body don't make insulin at all. You got to take this insulin over and over and over. Now you got gout. Now you got to chop your leg off. Now you got to chop your arm off. I mean, I tell you, man, some nasty stuff, man. Esau's the devil. Go back. Read that.
Mariano Quisto, a remote community leader deep in the dense forests of Peru, first learned of the global pandemic in October. When health workers arrived by boat at his isolated village with vaccines.
That lets you know they know where you are. They know where you are. And y'all are the Israelites. You so-called Peruvians, y'all are the Israel. Was it Asher?
Yes, sir.
Y'all are from the tribe of Asher.
That's right.
Y'all are Israel. Esau know where we at. Esau said we gotta make sure we gotta hit all of them. We can't leave no tribe unturned. Read.
Scroll down. We didn't know about COVID-19. This is the first we are hearing about it, Quisto said, through a translator from the village of Mangual in Peru's vast but sparsely populated Loreto region in the country's north.
The leader said we didn't even know nothing about no damn COVID. Go ahead.
Government health workers and International Red Cross
International Red Cross. Who runs Red Cross?
Man.
The white man.
Message.
International Red Cross. Government health workers. All of that is ran by the white man. All of it. Esau sent them there. Go ahead.
International Red Cross members arrived in Quisto's Urarina indigenous community last month after a 3-day boat ride along rivers starting from the Amazonian city of Iquitos The world's largest metropolis, thank you, that is unreachable by road. In Mangual, the village highest up the river, residents hunt and fish for food and live in wooden stilt houses with no electricity.
No electricities.
And many common ailments.
Go ahead.
Connection with the outside world is minimal.
Go ahead.
And the local language developed in isolation over centuries.
Mm-hmm. That it? Look at this, y'all. No, go to the picture. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. That makes no sense. Go back. Go down. Right there. That makes no sense. Right. That image makes no sense.
What? They have other ailments.
Click. Yeah, right. They got other ailments. Click on the camera, the bottom right, so you can see the pictures. Go to the next picture. Let's read it. Community leader Mariano Cuesto has administered a COVID vaccine by healthcare workers. Go ahead. Look at this, y'all. I want y'all to understand why y'all think they got on PPE? No, they didn't want to get sick. It's all a show. It's all a show. If I can take pictures of me being in PPE giving these heathens, these barbarians, COVID vaccine shots, we look good to the white man.
There's powerful niggardry at work here.
We look good to the white man. Because think about it, they just did a 3-day boat ride.
A 3-day boat ride.
3-day boat ride. They didn't have no PPE on.
What?
And that's the Amazon. There's
that was right.
Boa constructors and deathly frogs and spiders.
Freaking mosquito bite you die in an hour.
The hell is this?
Right. You got the West you got snakes that can kill you behind in doggone 2 minutes. No, I think they said 30 minutes. Snake kill you by 30 minutes out there. Go ahead. Damn, they even did the kids. It says examines a child doing an outreach mission to the indigenous Urarina community about the coronavirus. At least 5 Urarina people have died from the virus. Bullshit!
Come on now, dog.
That's bullcrap. How you go? You just said they never heard of COVID.
So then how are they going to die from it?
How they die from COVID if they've never heard of it?
They lying. Man. They died from something else and they saying it's COVID. The same thing they're doing in America, they're doing elsewhere.
Bro, they just said we never heard of COVID. So how the hell they been diagnosed with COVID if they never heard of it?
Ain't no way.
How, Sway?
And there's only 3 people that came. They didn't come with no surgeons. They ain't got no damn medical examiners, no coroners.
Hell no.
So how the hell they know they had COVID? Go ahead, man. They ain't come with tests. They came with vaccines. Go ahead. Oh, wait a minute. Many community members complain to the COVID healthcare workers that they are in desperate need of better health care, as the community has no doctors and people suffer from simple ailments. An ill woman in COVID were examined by healthcare workers. So they died from the common cold up there.
Exactly. It's not COVID.
They died from an ant bite. They died from a runny nose, a headache. Damn. They have zero doctors. They ain't got no pain meds. They ain't got no antibiotics. But what does the Red Cross do? They don't bring antibiotics. They don't bring healthcare workers to help them over their ailments. They bring jabs.
The hell is this?
They bring the jab. I'll let you know something wrong. Something is wrong. Go ahead. Examine these kids, make sure they ain't got COVID. Go ahead. That's the boat they rode on for 3 days, bro.
3 days.
Go ahead.
They're not playing. Look at that. They're not playing. The
they
whole
ain't
setup.
No games, man.
Mobile setups.
You best believe that jab is a different jab that they giving white folks. Best believe that. Go ahead. Yeah, y'all. So Esau's the devil. Go back. Go back. That's why we got to keep God's commandments, man. We got to keep God's commandments, man, because we don't know. We don't know. Go ahead and finish that reading.
Brigades haven't come here in many years. These communities are really forgotten, said Gilberto Inuma, president of FEPURCA, an organization advocating for Urarina rights. The broader Urarina indigenous group, one of Peru's most insular, has just 5,800 people, official data show. But not all communities have been spared from the knowledge or impact of the pandemic, with at least 5 Urarina people having died from the virus.
I call bullcrap on that, but go ahead.
The trip upriver underscores the challenges of vaccinating remote indigenous communities in Peru and beyond.
And beyond. I mean, they trying to get to all Israel. They're trying to go to places where nobody else is damn, what's the word? Nobody else is populated. Damn. On the statistic board. What they call it? The census. There you go. The census.
That's right.
But Esau know where we at. Esau know. You were all the way in the Amazon where ain't no electrical. So how the hell they know they there?
All the nooks and crannies.
How they know they there? How do they know that? How did Esau know, hey, you Red Cross, I'm gonna get a Red Cross team and you gonna speak their language. You're gonna be in a boat for 3 days just to go get them this vaccine.
Halfway.
And that's what's getting me. They can deliver Coca-Cola to the entire world in all these remote regions, but they can't give them the small medicines for that small ailments they was having.
Hey, that's what the sister gonna say. Go ahead, go back. Read that thing.
But not all communities have been spared from the knowledge or impact of the pandemic, with at least 5 Urarina people having died from the virus.
Go ahead.
The trip upriver underscores the challenges of vaccinating remote indigenous communities in Peru and beyond, as well as gaps in wider healthcare access for remote groups.
Watch this.
Many community members complained that what they really needed was better, continuous,
consistent
healthcare services.
They're like, we don't need this vaccine crap. We need consistent healthcare services. Give us that. Give us that. We don't need this.
So they pretty much are saying, we don't want to take this.
We don't want to take it. We don't even know what COVID is. Why y'all come in with this crap? We got people that's been sick for a long time. And it ain't COVID. How the hell COVID made its way here?
Which goes back to the point. They didn't die from COVID.
They didn't die from COVID.
They didn't.
They didn't know what COVID was, man. They don't have internet. They don't have access to anything. Go to the next article. We almost done. Look at this crap.
CDC recommends Pfizer's COVID vaccine for children ages 5 through 11.
Yep. Now the CDC recommends, and you know when the CDC recommends something, everybody does it for some reason.
Hell no.
Just like they allow freaking aborted fetuses in these vaccines as well.
Damn. Captain, the CDC's not even fully vaccinated themselves.
Right.
This is crazy.
A lot of them don't even believe in vaccination, man. What? It's like a lot of political figures. They don't believe in getting vaccinated. Don't believe in taking a jab.
Halfway.
Their kids don't take jabs. They don't believe in that crap. But they tell the lower mass of the people, in order to work, y'all got to take this jab.
I hate it here.
So it says CDC recommends Pfizer's COVID vaccine for children ages 5 through 11. Go ahead and read that real quick. And I want to go to the picture. You see what children they talking about, right?
Oh, man.
They talk about our young so-called blacks and Hispanics.
Message.
Hey, I wonder where's this at? Bear Lakes? They got a Bear Lakes Middle School in Florida. They got a Bear Lakes High School and a Bear Lakes Middle School. They'll give you the location of the article? Nope. Let's go ahead. We'll read it.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is recommending that all children ages 5 through 11 get a low dose COVID-19 vaccine made by Pfizer BioNTech.
They got to get a low dose, not a high dose, not an adult dose, a low dose.
The move clears the way for shots to be administered as soon as tomorrow, though it may be a few days before the vaccine is widely available. CDC Director Rochelle Walensky issued the recommendation Tuesday, just hours after a unanimous vote by the CDC's Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices supporting the use of the vaccine for children in this age group.
Watch this, y'all.
Walensky's decision means that approximately 28 million...
Oh, wait a minute. How do you know that number?
Oh, you're right. That means they looking.
They know. See, but they think they know. They think they know. They estimated 28 million of Israelite children will be eligible. So basically what they're saying is, for every child in America, oh, never mind, it's going to tell you. Read it as a President Biden. Read that one.
President Biden issued a statement calling the decision a turning point in our battle against COVID-19.
Makes no sense because people are still dying from COVID. So it makes no sense. How the hell more jabs go up and more deaths go up? That makes no sense.
Wait.
It's stupid. Go ahead.
And said the federal government has purchased enough of the low-dose children's vaccine for every child in America.
Boom. There you go. That's some evil stuff, man. They said we have purchased the vaccine for every child in America. That's 28 million according to them.
That's some dedicated evil.
That's some dedicated evil, man. That's some dedicated genocide. That is some dedicated genocide. All right, y'all. So all praises most High, man. We ain't have enough time. We're gonna get off here. The FCN coming up next.
All praise
to the Most High. We went over Veterans Day. Be mindful about that. Went over this jab crap. Be mindful about that. Remember to pray, fast, like Bishop always says, study, pray, apply.
Yes, sir.
To make sure you upload them laws in your brain, like Deacon Laba always upload the laws. Upload the laws to keep you on that circumspect walking, right?
Praises.
Because that's what's it? Satan, as a roaring lion, is waiting to devour you. All right? And we gotta have faith. Pray for faith, so that this stuff don't cause us to waver in this truth. Don't cause us to disbelieve. Don't cause us to fall back into the vomit that we left. All right. So all praise to the Most High. Israel, don't forget, donate to the Booster Club where you can. You see, what's that? Mission 33? 36?
All praises.
Yep, we in Ghana, right? Ghana.
That's right.
In Ghana. All praise to the Most High, man. We got Deacon Malachi, Deacon Abiel. We got the captains there, some officers.
That's right.
Getting it in. Getting it in, y'all. All right. We almost out of here, y'all. We almost out of here.
That's right.
We almost gone.
Hey, it's almost time.
Christ is on the way.
That's right.
It's all praise to the Most High, y'all. So stay strong, y'all. Stay in the spirit. Shalom.
Shalom.
Teach you to turn that thing up.